Some of them are not getting enough water. They are splitting. I don't know if we can do anything about that. A cucumber. So, today is Friday the 11th. The car went in this morning to be looked at, and I'm pleased to say it is fixed. We have got quite a bit of moisture ready there, but it's literally just to water. So I'm gonna get that done. So the tap is like a push, shove. You know, like when you're in a McDonald's toilets or something and you push the tap and then it automatically goes off. That's what it's like. So you have to wrap some wire around it to keep it shut so that the water stays running. And what's happened is the wires come off. These out. Try and revive them a little bit. Right, you've seen me water before, so I'll just film at the end with what I've harvested and what I've actually done the watering. So harvest so far. Yeah, could do with another bash in there. I'm trying to spot water and then let it soak and then go back round over it, but at the moment I'm doing the carrots because they are bone dry. But what I have done is I've put 3 peppers in there, the best 3, because they're not doing anything in the greenhouse and I can't fit them in anywhere else, so I've just stuck them in there. And I'm still watering, so yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if you can see, but the water just does not get down. And of course I've got the hose pipe in the wrong area. So now I'm getting wet through. Just wanted to put that in there, fill that. Don't really know. I've got that fuchsia down there as well I need to move. So Mark has volunteered to come with me tonight and he's put plot 1, which I'm very lucky and grateful about, because I would have been hours and hours and hours. I don't know if Kate Grusby grows with peppers. But the littler ones aren't doing so good anyway. And to be honest, I grew far too many of it. On a very, very positive note, this is a conference pear. And it's never had any fruit on it before this year. It's probably about 5 years old, and it's probably about 8 foot tall now. But I would say it's put the main of its growth on this year. It's amazing. So the weather, the warmth, although we are struggling with a lot of stuff, the fruit, I mean, look at that red currant That's a very, very small plant. We only took cuttings of that from last year. Even got, I know they're babies, but the cherry, I mean, I've spoke about that. I'm going to harvest some of these today and tomorrow. Yeah, never had that many cherries. Never. The passion flower. Right, this is a really small apple tree. But look. Apples. So I got one apple on this last year. I don't know how many it's got, but I see another one there. And because it's a small tree, it is only literally just doing the odd apple, which is a good thing. Just don't want the clematis. Then we've got another apple. Now, this has struggled with the bugs, and it is a very, very tall, much bigger tree. But again, never had fruit on it up until this year. Now, I think it might be a cooker, but I don't know that for sure. And again, never had fruit on it before. Okay, so there's probably a cluster there. I probably should have took some off there. So this is the one that we're fan training, and this did only have the one solitary cherry. But for years and years I've struggled with bugs on that. But I'm really pleased with how it's starting to look now, because it's bending. I've got a bungee cord now, sort of holding it in position. Now, we won't talk too much about the plum trees because we really have struggled with them. But look, bunches and bunches and bunches of commis pears. And at the end of the year, when it's fruited, it will come down a lot more, because I am trying to keep the fruit low. These are perfect, because where they're hanging, you can just pick them. Even up here, you can still get to them. You can see where I've cut the main leader down there. Blackcurrant didn't really do much. Elderberry was riddled in bugs again. That will come down. It's starting to produce the elderberries now, and I usually take all the flowers before that happens. But they were so riddled in black bugs that I couldn't get the black bugs off them to use the elderflower. The plums, no plums. And I don't know what we'll do with those, because they're just struggling with the leaf curl. I think, I mean, they're growing. You can't say they're not growing. Look at that. I mean, you don't get much better than that for a beautiful hibiscus flower, do you? Saved the seed from that this year. And this is the other plum. Just look, bless. You can see them all. I hose this, get the hose pipes, do all the backs of the leaves. And the next day it's as bad again. We've had masses of success. The chilies, they're growing, but they don't like it out here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the chilies, probably the one that's doing the best, because these kind of getting most of the wind. As I've brought the peppers from the greenhouse, so these were the peppers that I potted on, because I mixed up the chili and pepper plants. So I potted these on knowing they were peppers, and they've just been in little pots. So I brought 3 of those home to grow at home, and I think this chili here is probably the best looking. So I think I'm going to take that to the greenhouse and just give it a bit of protection from the wind and concentrate on that one plant. And I'll probably save that plant, try and overwinter it. I've also got an apple tree at the allotment as well that's got apples on, that has never, well, I put that in only this year, or over the winter, just beginning of spring really. So yeah, it's on a very, very positive note. The fruit in general is doing great. Cheers. I went up late last night to the allotment to water. I didn't even take my camera or anything. I just went to water and harvest, and I was still there 2 hours, I think. I think I went at about 7:15 at night, and I think I got back about 9 o'clock last night. And I just looked at those peppers in the greenhouse, and I thought, well, I don't even know why you're not doing anything with them. One to work this morning to give to a lady that we swap plants with, and I've potted 2. One's in the front garden and one's in the back garden. There's another 5 or 6 at plot 2. So when I go tonight, I'm going to deal with those so that everything is in, because that's the only thing I've not got in. We're in July. We've only got till the end of September, really. Peppers and tomatoes don't do anything in October. Well, they didn't last year. I finally did the 2 sunflowers last night. So there's now, I think, 4 sunflowers in at plot 1. And I think there's 3 in at plot 2. They're the ones that I grew at the beginning of the year from saved seed from last year. So, yeah, I think we're there. I think we're there. Yes, it's been a terrible year for rain. We haven't had any, hardly any. And yes, it's been a terrible year for heat. But has it really been a terrible year for heat? Some things have struggled, yes. Lettuce, forget it. Radishes, forget it. You put them in the boat. But fruit, better. Much better.